Happy holidays, Hip Kit Club friends. I'm so happy to be joining you today with the November 2024 Hip Kits. Let me tell you, these kits are gorgeous. There's so much to choose from. So today we're going to be working with dies and other pieces of the and other parts of the kits. We're going to be using the embellishment kit, the paper kit, and today we're doing a mini album. So I tried to make this process as smooth as possible. It took hours to make. However, I tried to cut that down into a shorter video, and I tried to leave the most important parts in for you. This album, my cover will measure 7 by 5 inches, and I'm going to make it a horizontal style cover. I'm going to have wire binding on the left hand 5-inch side of the album. And I thought 7 by 5 was a great size. It's not too big or it's not too small, and I love decorating it. So what you see now is just me covering my covers with the with 2 different color papers. I do like using complementary papers for the front and back of my album. Sometimes I match them perfectly, but other times I just use complementary colors. I find that works really well. And I'm using your average side chipboard or average thickness chipboard. I actually save many of my pieces that come in the my packages, like how we get packages delivered in the 12 by 12 cardstock usually has some hard chipboard backing it, and I just saved that. That's really convenient, and I don't have to purchase any. So I am using the red tape on the parts that I really want to stick. I find if I don't use red tape, then other adhesives come loose, and I go with the red tape for the covers, mainly in the inner pages of the covers. So like I said, it is 7 by 5 inches, and I'm just finding a 12-inch pattern to go on the inside of my album, and I am going to do matching papers for that. So this one is the corkboard paper. I thought it was actually pretty with the corkboard side, but I went ahead and used the polka dot side for the inner covers of the album. And here is where I realized that I made a mistake. I forgot to add my ribbon to the front cover. I didn't remember until I started gluing down the papers on the back cover. I remembered to put the ribbon, but I forgot on the front cover. So you're just going to see me in a moment go in and peel the paper up off of the front cover and add the ribbon, add adhesive, add the ribbon, and just put it back down. Old me would have possibly done the whole cover all over again, but new recovering perfectionist me decided to just leave well enough alone, and it worked out just fine. Okay, next I'm going to start working on my shaker cover to the album. This is just my little cheat way of making a shaker cover. I go in with a white cardstock that's pretty thick. It's almost the thickness of chipboard, and I run that piece of cardstock and the pattern paper through my cutting machine with about a 3-inch circle, and that's going to be my cover for the second cover of my album. I believe this white cardstock is cut down to about 4 by 6 inches. I wanted to leave enough of the original pattern, the green flower pattern. I want to leave enough of that showing because it is so pretty. I think that's my favorite paper in the main kit. It is absolutely gorgeous. I love a good floral paper. So I want to leave enough of that pattern paper showing. So that's why I decided to make this white part smaller, but at the dimensions that it made sense. So I'm just going and getting my pattern paper adhered to it. And what I'm going to do is add a piece of acetate to that piece that I'm working on now, the outer cover. And I'm also going to add foam tape once I adhere it down, and that foam tape is going to elevate it off of the main cover. And I'm going to put my red sequins in white snowflakes between the 2 covers, and I'm just making sure the foam is in all the right spots to keep the sequins from falling out once I start shaking the cover. So like I said, I am using dies, and I am about to get started on working on those dies. So for my cover, I'm going to use the Winter Floral Metal die set. Now there are so many gorgeous florals that you can make using that die set, and I wanted to use those florals around my circle on my cover. So I grab a paper from the from the Pocket Life kit, and I cut a small rectangle out of that will fit really good for the flowers. And I already have flowers cut. I did prep ahead of time to take some of the work out, so I'm just working on arranging those flowers. I thought these were so pretty. I love the little green branches, the little green leaves that come out. I can't remember the name of them, but the florals are so pretty, and they are made to be stacked and built on. Like, you take your time building up the floral bouquet or whatever you want to call it. So it was perfect for that. And I'm just taking my time and seeing what to do next. So that's when I decide that I don't want a large title. So I grabbed this little phrase from the chipboard pack, and I thought it worked pretty well for the cover of the album. And I'm just going in with more embellishment, more of the red puffy, not red, more of the gold puffy stickers, stars, florals, and also the red, the enamel dots, the enamel stars. I'm just going in and adding on and laying up my cover. So my cover is ready to go. And for the inside covers of this mini album, I want to do smaller pockets. So I'm going to use that cork style pattern paper. I thought that looked really pretty with it earlier, so I used that for the pockets. On my front inner cover, I am going to do a bottom pocket, and you can make your pocket wider or however you like to do it. Whatever works for you, whatever floats your boat, just, hey, do that. And for the back cover, I'm going to add a vertical pocket, like on the right hand edge of it, which you're going to see in a few minutes. So I don't want to hold you, so I only show a few more steps. I'm going to show next the first couple of pages in the album. Now for my first page, I use a 4x6 Pocket Life card, and you see that I do it one way, but later on I'm going to go in and change what I do. So I thought this Pocket Life card was really pretty. I love the design, and it matched that red pattern paper so well. But what I go in and do later is I use the stocking die to add a stocking to the right hand side. And I use the winter florals since they are such a buildable die set. I go in and make the winter florals come out of the top of the stocking, and I thought that was really pretty. So if you do have that metal floral die set, the winter floral set, make sure you just take your time and play with it, whether you use pattern papers or solid color papers from the Cardstock kits. There are so many pieces to build up your bouquet, to build up your flower bunches. It's just so fun to play with, and I'm pretty sure you could make whatever style florals that come to your mind, because it's just that many different pieces in there. I really loved seeing how all my florals came together when I was making this mini book. So I'm just going in and embellishing my pages that I have right now. And the next thing that I'm going to do is make my pocket. So the die that I use for my pocket is the stitchable window envelope metal die, and there are many ways to use this die also, because this die set comes with tags and you can make a little tree confetti from it, and also you could have a window in your pocket. So I decided to go with the window style pocket. So I have already die cut it with a light green color from the Cardstock kit, and I thought it was really soft and pretty. And I'm just going in and folding it and getting my adhesive ready, and you're just going to see me use a piece of scrap packaging, like from one of the sets. I just cut a little small piece of the packaging and I covered the window with that, and it was just perfect. Now I have seen other members of the design team go in and stitch up that frame, and I hadn't even thought about that. That's a really good idea. So I think it's really fun that we all get to inspire each other in this community. I just love everything about the scrapbooking community, and it's just such a place where we build people up and just share our love of the hobby, and I love that. So I'm just going to give you a short flip through, And this is how it came out. I loved it, but hey, I'm biased because I made it. But thank you so much for following along. I hope you have so much fun with your November 2024 kits, and I wish you a happy holidays. I hope you have a joyous December with family and friends. Now, don't forget to like and subscribe if you like our process videos. Click the notification bell to be notified anytime we add a new video. And Hip Kits only have HKC exclusive products, meaning these products can only be found at the hipkitclub.net website. So feel free to drop on by the website or leave a comment if you have any questions or concerns, and we will be sure to get back with you. Thank you so much for following along today. You didn't have to be here, but you decided to show up anyway. I hope you're feeling inspired, and I wish you a lovely, happy, and crafty December. And even if it can't be as happy as you like, just take a moment to unwind and create something for yourself. That usually relaxes me. But like I said, thank you for so much for following along. Please feel free to drop any questions you may have, and you have a lovely December. And I'll see you again next week. Bye.